Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Require Gadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS and the sincere. Shalom to the brothers out there pushing this truth and sincerity. And, well, basically, I want to go into that a little bit about the sincerity that we gotta be in this truth by faith. By doing the works, of course, but it's about having that faith as well, because we see that this place is going down. We see that Trump is pushing all sorts of craziness, which is supposed to happen, which we root for it. We say go ahead, Donald Trump, and do it, because hey, we want you to do it. Ultimately, we're waiting for the Lord to come back. For the Lord to put the Spirit on him to just say fuck it and just go mad. But hey, we enforce Donald to do what he does, so we can get out of here. But we gotta make sure we're doing our faith. But we gotta make sure we keep doing what we're doing by the right way of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. Because we can go ahead and get on Esau, 2/3 of our people, and so on and so forth. But if we just out there just say things and we're not even believing in it, then we gotta reevaluate. But that's why in these dark, as some movies like to say, in these dark times, because that's exactly what we're in, is a dark time. Because there's nothing good going on here. They'll throw illusionary good things in your face, TVs, phones, or say what good things people have done. But when you really look past all this, it's nothing but doom and gloom, as people like to say it. And that's what this place basically is. Especially when people like to say this person's full of doom and gloom. Hey, whose fault is that? You see the place we live in. There's really nothing happy about this place. We got stuff to pretty much, what's the word I'm looking for? Not contemplate. We pretty much got stuff to keep us content for a little bit, but we still know our roles in this truth to pretty much do the work of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But our people don't know any of that. Our people walk in the ways of Esau, following a fake, not fake religion, but a fake person that proclaims himself to be God, so-called, or Jesus, so-called. And that's not the way our people should be doing it, but our people are going to do it anyways, because, hell, they're not in the right mind state. So that's why when we do this thing in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, we follow in those examples. So to start it off, 2 Corinthians 5:7 says, "For we walk by faith, not by sight." And that's the thing our people has pretty much fallen into, is they don't walk by faith. They always want to have the proof to see it. And they don't but they walk by sight. You had to pull out some documentation just to prove something to them on why we are correct about something. When the whole time our documentation is in this book, in the Bible. That's the whole point of it being there. Yes, it doesn't tell every little detail to detail, because that's what other books are for. But for the Bible to tell us our actual history, that's something. That's the proof right there. What we're teaching is right. The very thing these Christians read the same Bible out of. Well, they don't all read the same Bible, but out of the King James Version, which you see in the churches, which ironically is still in there. As far as I looked online, churches still have the King James version. Why is that? So when you go into these churches and they pull out, and your pastor tells them to open this Bible that is the King James Version to such and such, when we pull out the same Bible and tell our history tell our people that our history is in it, they're quick to deny it. But hold on, this is the same book y'all read out of. Is this not proof enough of what the Lord is saying is true? So our people are basically gone out of their mind. Like, they'll believe anything Esau throws at them, but they won't believe anything when it comes to eating better or being a better person, really. And it's just nothing but a bunch of madness. And the reason I wanted to get into that is because our people, Esau would throw so much shit at their faces, and now people just slump over and be like, yeah, this is correct. They'll fall for the illusionary thing. They won't go deeper into knowing what the hell is actually going on. And it's just all mind games. People get upset when you downplay when you downplay this place, basically. And if they asking for you to bring out proof and they ain't accepting it, then you might as well let them go, because these people are obviously not worth it. They're gonna get destroyed anyways. So why would I bother keep trying to bring out proof that's from the scriptures, and they're not even trying to get it from the scriptures? And it's the simple fact that our people just simply don't have the faith. Don't have faith at all. They say that God has already saved them. That shows you right there they haven't been they have no faith. That's a false faith right there. That's pure arrogance to really say that God has saved me already. If he was already saved, you wouldn't even be here. Hell, believe it or not, death is more of a salvation than this place. Because here, you gotta literally suffer through every goddamn thing. So I don't see how you suffering here is really you being saved. Because guess what? You gotta pay bills. You gotta worry about money struggles. You gotta worry about all sorts of rents, taxes, payments, car payments, electrical payments, house payments, and some more stuff. Hell, we still had to practically buy food from every place instead of growing our own. I still don't see how any of you people were saved. That just makes no sense. If you're saved, that means you are. If you're saying that you are saved, that means you are for America at this point. You're for Babylon. You think this is your kingdom. You think this is the kingdom where Esau rules over you. Where Esau rules over you. That's something. It's not Yahweh ruling over you. It's Esau ruling over you. Damn, you would have thought that, hey, if I'm going to be saved, I want the Most High and the Son to rule over, because hey, it's a better place when they rule. But here you got a place where you got nothing but killings, mass destruction, people going to country bombing you got Babylon going to country bombing other places. Damn, this is one hell of a kingdom if you think you're saved already. This place, it makes no sense. Hell, you're not even saved. First of all, you're not even saved in the first place, because guess what? You still not keeping the Lord's commandments. And it's okay for the rambling, but I'll get the scripture in a minute. But when you really think about it, what are these people doing to make themselves think they automatically think so-called God has saved them by doing literally nothing? Hell, Psalms 50:16 says, to the wicked, Yahweh saith, what hast thou done to declare thy statutes? Seeing thou hatest instructions and castest thy words behind thee. And that's exactly what these people have done. You told them not to eat pork. Oh no, we're saved by grace. Wait a minute, what? The scripture still said not the pork. So even if you're still saved by grace, still doing what the Lord tells you to do is still key. Number one. Now we know we can't keep the law to 100%, but we follow to the best of our abilities. Yeah, we have the choice to say no, we're not going to eat pork, but we don't have the choice to go up and kill a homosexual. Because guess what? We'll suffer the consequences behind that. But eating pork doesn't have a consequence. Not eating pork doesn't have a consequence behind that. Not people just love eating pork. So that's it's really stupid of how people really think. But they follow the ways of Esau. So they'll find any excuse, just like Esau, to justify what they do. Just like Esau. Esau says it's okay to go around killing hundreds of billions of children and women and men from different countries. But guess what? You can't do it unless you go sign up for the military. You can't go around just shooting anybody. Guess what? You're gonna go to jail. But guess what? You can have the same mentality as Esau. Esau says he hates the Arabs. Niggas gonna say they hate the Arabs. Esau says they hate the Mexicans. Guess what? Niggas are saying they hate the Mexicans. So our people are followers for Esau. No matter how you look at it, they're still going to do the same thing. Well, shit, they're going to do the same thing regardless because they follow after Esau. But that was pretty much my point in that, because it's just mind-boggling sometimes to see how these people work. But of course, that's through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah, especially to give us an example of what we don't want to return to. Because we don't have guys that have returned to this, and that's because they did not walk by the faith. Because they wanted to see Yahweh Shah return and just destroy this place, but that takes time. It doesn't take time to destroy this place, but it takes time for when he's ready to come back. Yahweh Shah don't even know when he's coming back. So that should bite you. That should tell you right there that we gotta walk by faith. We see signs, and we as long as we keep following the signs that Yahweh Shah leads us to basically keep the faith, we will be fine. But you got guys that just says fuck it. It's been a year to 10 years that for guys that have been in and they just said they don't see Yahweh Shah coming, so they just say fuck it. And you got other guys that just come in just because they see the views and they see the women, so they want it. They're not walking by the faith. So what good are they? That's why the Lord is coming back for a small remnant of his elect. Not men that just out for their own selfish gain. Believe it or not, these guys don't really know what they are really in for. But that's pretty much it on that. So with that, Shalom and death to Babylon.